All right,
Wait,
and
we're on?
yep, we're on.
Well, so today, it's our first podcast.
Yeah.
Uh, we have a lot to talk about actually. I actually decided to go in Google Docs and just write a small list of things we're actually going to talk about today.
Hmm.
So I thought I might as well save some of the best things for last. But the first thing we actually have is Matt Campbell, a factory Porsche driver, is moving to Ford for the Le Mans Hypercar project next year. And, well, considering that he's been with Porsche for a fairly long time, he's raced in Carrera Cup. Not only that, he's been racing with them at Le Mans. Also, he has raced in the Hypercar. He has done a lot of things with Porsche.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a very interesting idea. I mean, honestly, a bit bold, but it could be quite optimistic. He's probably taking a gamble, trying something new. He's been a wait. How long has he been a Porsche factory driver for?
Uh, I think Matt. I think
Because
he's been a
I,
Porsche driver for like a long time.
yeah, and he's probably
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
something
All right, let's
new,
see.
and
He's been entire about almost like 9 to 10 years. He's been driving for Porsche.
yeah, and
So, mm.
yeah, and
Wait, but yeah.
what?
Oh, sorry.
No.
Oh, nothing.
uh, but yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, as you said, he's been driving for 9 to 10 years. It's he's probably trying something new, getting new experience, new drivers, new faces. So I mean, honestly, I'm optimistic. We will see how it goes.
Well, thing is though, everybody's wondering though, will he actually drive Grello next year? Because as we know, this year he is driving Mantis Racing's iconic uh 992 G3R, of course, the green and yellow 911 we all love and know, and even my profile picture has one of the original, basically the 2010 Manti Grello. So I am a big Manti fan, and definitely seeing Matt Campbell going forward, it's kind of sad that he no longer will be driving Grello or like any Porsches because he is coming to full time work for Ford. Wait, but the question is though, would he actually ever race N24? Because considering that he left Porsche, maybe he could join Ford for the N24. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean,
Based on
honestly, like as somebody who likes endurance racing and has, well, for the past year been following endurance racing, I mean, I would actually like to see him race in the N24. It would be very interesting for me. But yeah, like I mean, it's always his decision, and we're just predicting over here. But I mean, him in the M24 would be very interesting to see, honestly. But um, I just wanted to say, to get a bit more recent, like today, recent, or technically yesterday, uh, the Spielberg quali was yesterday, and what are your thoughts about it?
well, I gotta say, both Cadillacs, both Aston Martins, and what was the other group of two cars that were out? I think they were I'm not sure, but basically, Aston Martin is just getting. It couldn't qualify well for Spielberg. Cadillac got knocked out of the qualifying. Max Verstappen actually had a moment yesterday. Um, if you've seen on the qualifying highlights, he's actually crashed his car into the barriers, such as yeah, I don't know actually how to describe it, but basically it was just on his qualifying lap, and the car just shunted itself into the barrier. So definitely, this is gonna like show Max Verstappen's frustration because he qualified pole on Monaco, but he just couldn't. His car just wouldn't start. It just died. So yeah, actually, it don't start. It just stopped working. So seeing like Verstappen like out of qualifying, especially when it's definitely Red Bull's home race. People have high expectations for Verstappen, so it definitely is an emotional moment. And also, just to clarify who got knocked out in Q1, it was actually both Williams. Both Williams actually got knocked out of Q1. Both Cadillacs and both Aston Martins. So all of them got knocked out in Q1. And not only that, we are seeing a recent shift in McLaren. I gotta say, McLaren is not doing the worst. They're slowly improving. They're still in the top 10. But main thing is Ferrari is actually in second and third. That just crazy thinking about that. Ferrari is just right behind the Mercedes, but George Russell getting pole. Yeah, I just did. Yeah.
So basically, to explain, I'm in OBS right now, and I'm just because my camera is literally my microphone. I literally put it on a candle like holder, and I'm using it as a makeshift microphone right now. So I'm just still fine tuning my camera. Um, I was gonna say, for Max's crash, I saw it live. So I was um, doing for my team the livery, the GT3 livery, and I was like, oh shit, qualifying is ending. I see it was, I think, first Hamilton that was on provisional pole. I screamed. Then I saw Leclerc, provisional pole. Ferrari won too. As a Ferrari fan, I was excited. I was, oh shit, it's happening. It's happening. Oh,
Ferrari World Championship 2026 confirmed.
The Indian is alive.
wait.
Trade, we're in a podcast right now.
Yeah.
Wait, do you think you should join the podcast?
I mean, shit,
Might as well.
if you wanna.
Yeah, you're just gonna make sure your mic quality is good and you can join the podcast.
Yeah.
We're just talking about it. But it's crazy thing about the crazy thing about that Ferrari's 2026 World Championship was confirmed by one qualifying.
Yeah.
This year is our year, guys. But then
Trust.
Until Osama bin Russell, Woody from Toy Story, just got pole and stole it.
I mean, honestly, like, I just want to continue my story. So I saw, like, Ferrari 1 2. I was already shaking. I was about to go grab my Italian flag to celebrate. Yes, I do have an Italian.
Oh,
I do have an Italian flag. Dev, you know about it.
yeah.
And literally, I was like, all right, let me just see. Like, I see Max was finishing his lap. All right, let me see Max finish his lap. If he does something, you know, like I'm not gonna start celebrating too early, you know. I was I was trying to stay hopeful that something doesn't pop up suddenly. Then I see Max just goes off. I just see the rear go off. Nothing, like, I don't think he even did. Just the rear just gave out. There was really nothing there. Probably some, like, I don't know if it was wind, the rear arrow, a snap of oversteer, because I really didn't see any oversteer there. Like, it was just a bit weird. Then I was like very fucking devastated because, of course, I have a couple of friends that are Max fans, and I personally like Max myself as a because I'm also, yes, a racer, like sim racer, but also like I value him also as a driver. He's also very good, and he likes to speak publicly about stuff, which is very good. And genuinely, I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like, I was sad about Max, but I was happy for Ferrari. And then I
But
see
then until
Russell. Wait, hold on. And then I see Russell P1. And I'm like, hold up. But there are yellow flags in the last sector. It should have literally like not counted because it it should have been double waved. That was my thought. But literally hours before we started the podcast, I read and it was a single waved yellow, which kind of made me like, oof, damn, shit.
yeah, no, I feel like personally, Latte Boy's lap. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, yellow flag does mean no overtaking, but also you have to like slow down or something. And like
Yeah.
that area is such a double like yellow flag in my opinion. So Latte Boy getting pole honestly is man, I don't really care. Like to be honest, George Russell's kind of boring. Like I don't see any like coolness in George Russell. If I'm being really
I
honest.
mean, yeah, I agree with that. One of the really funny things that I've seen, I don't know if you guys have seen the controversy around it, but Kimi Antonelli has been dominating so hard that they have genuinely like fought to upgrade his winner's champagne to actual apple juice so he can legally drink it on the podium.
All
There's
right,
been an entire
Wow.
fiasco about it.
all right. That's actually a bit funny. I mean, honestly, literally, Dev, you saw me race in the Red Bull Ring,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah, I
seen
did.
me struggle in the last like turn nine, I didn't struggle any time. Probably once when they went off. But turn 10
Yeah,
is
but
tricky because turn 10 is like you really have to be precise to not cut a lot. Like you have a very fine area you can stick your car in and just go flat out, but you just have to be very precise there. Like turns 9 and 10, that's just precision there. And
oh yeah, especially if you're in a let's say GT3 car, you find the confidence to push the car more, and then in turn 10, you feel like yeah, I can like do a little bit of braking and then I just straight away accelerate. I've done that before, and I've just gone like a bit off track. So turns like 9 to 10 combining together is like turn 9 to 10, but then once you go turn 10 is yeah, it definitely is a very hard turn, I would say.
but yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I've never been on the Red Bull track, but I've been on Nürburgring, right? And I tried driving a GT3, like a GT3 RS to Porsche, right? And I swear to God, okay, I managed to figure out that the genuine PDK is literally like a cheat code. Like you have so much downforce that you could just literally it feels like you're hydraulically pressed to the earth, even in like the fucking Nürburgring's horrible road conditions. You're still just planted the entire time.
Yeah. Well, Trey, also, I want actually, what's your thoughts on F1 qualifying for Austria?
Uh, I mean, I kind of enjoy it, to be brutally honest here. I kind of enjoy it. I mean, they deserve it, low-key. Like, I mean, eh, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, but altogether I enjoy it, okay?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
what what about when Ferrari had a 1-2 and then Latte Boy stole it? You know who's Latte Boy? George Russell.
I just want to say, wait, hold on. I forgot to turn on my fucking mic again in OBS because my mic, well, it's literally on a fucking candle holder right now. So yeah,
Right.
not really the best setup. But uh, I saw. I just remember, like Dev, how many times did I spin in the last corner? Like it was surely 3 times. Either I got oversteer or I
Yeah.
spin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You had like a lot of times of oversteer, losing a lot of grip in the rear. Like I saw you losing rear grip in turns 9 to 10. Also in the first turn you did lose the rear a bit once. So definitely the Red Bull Ring turn 10 is definitely like the surface of it. They have to change like
Like
the surface or like slightly change the turn because it's just not really a great
I
turn.
would say put like a couple of like either some banking there, like to get a bit more like, so it doesn't feel like you're just about to go off the track, or just maybe widen a bit, like make it a bit more wider, or just make the track limits a bit more lenient there, so it doesn't,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
every time, like most of my laps, it's because of turn 1 and turn 10 that my laps are invalidated.
Yeah. I
Like,
don't know how much y'all have caught up
I,
with the recent rally things. But there's been a rally event up here. As you know, I live in Norway, and there's been a recent rally event going on, and basically one of the cars that was there was a Pagani Zonda R, and I got to drive it around a bit, which was extremely
damn,
insane.
that,
wait, you got to drive the Zonda R?
Yes, they had both a Zonda R, they had a Huayra BC, and they had a Utopia.
But how the hell do you manage to drive a $4 million car? Actually, it's by more than $4 million
Dude,
dollars.
dude, they were literally just like fucking like, hey, you can drive it for like 10 minutes like around, and yeah, that's what I did. I took them up on it. I was like, yeah,
Did
fuck
he?
yeah.
How did it feel to drive the Zonda R? Because I've driven it a lot in Gran Turismo, but how does it feel like to drive in real life? Let's say.
Okay, best way I could describe it is it's very easy to drive, right? But it's also insanely horrible in the corners because it yes, you have the downforce, but you also do not have the traction that you would want in like most scenarios. It is to be honest, I would say it's surprisingly close to the fucking M5 in how it handles. It stays planted extremely fucking well, but holy shit, it slips.
Yeah, that's the same problem I'm having with especially when I've like driven a GT7. The one thing I realized is definitely I do see that the car does have the traction issue. Also, you don't have much grip. You don't feel like you have much grip in the car, and you have like just the car understeers a lot, like which is ridiculous. So definitely, I would not say it's a great car, but I
Yeah,
definitely would
yeah,
agree
yeah.
it's especially on
No,
Nürburgring, mate. Nürburgring, it's like a terrible on that track.
yeah,
Like I'm surprised it broke a Nürburgring lap record because that thing's atrocious to drive.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if y'all have seen the Ferrari loose yet. I don't know if y'all have climbed on it already or
Oh
not,
yeah,
but yeah,
actually, that actually
it's
wait. Do you want to do
incredible.
our next topic about? Actually, speaking of which, that's actually one of our topics to do. We might as well
Yeah,
actually do it next.
sure.
all right,
So
um,
basically, we're gonna be talking about why these modern new cars from Ferrari, Jaguar, up to an extent Porsche, um, Mercedes, how all these cars have genuinely been very shit, you can say. So yeah, I'll just let you guys go. And what's your opinions on them?
honestly, as somebody who loves Ferraris and just cars in general, the Lucha is shit. Honestly, like, I do not think all modern cars are shit, but there's a good bunch of them, which just makes me a bit like, I mean, I know some like 70s and 80s cars, they had some very shit ones still, but like the modern era, it's just, it's somehow worse. Like, I don't know how to explain it well, but I just gonna say it's pretty bad. And
It's very bad.
I mean the hybrid system. Honestly, I don't hate it. I don't think it's a bad concept, but like sometimes just it's not executed as well. And the full electric, I'm not really for that. For me, that's like not even a. I mean, it's barely a car. It's a mode of transportation, honestly. But a car, like, it's just trying to, well, politics and yada yada yada, like the
Yeah,
both
the
all
EU
that
government
bullshit.
Yeah, the EU government is definitely mandating a lot of electric cars. They actually originally banned petrol and diesel cars in 2035, but they've actually scaled it back so you can still make internal combustion engine cars and plug-in hybrids, but you must like make like a certain lineup of electric car just to qualify to still be a car brand. So you can make your internal combustion engine cars, but you have to make electric cars. Which in my opinion, that mandate really sucks because like if we look in motor racing, for example, supercars is actually using a fully sustainable fuel. It is 75% ethanol, and then it's about actually no, I think it's about 75% ethanol, and the rest is just biogas. So considering that now we have this much of sustainable fuels in racing, sure it's not as fuel efficient, you won't get the same mileage, the fuel is still expensive, it'll get cheaper over time the more we know how to mass produce it. But I think genuinely, instead of we go this full electric path, we can still keep electric cars. That's not a problem. I understand. Like some people just want a car they can just charge them solar. That's okay. But we want sports cars that we can still enjoy. But I understand up to a point why kind of need to go away from crude oil a bit, but at the same time I don't really. So I feel like if we can bring that sustainable fuel, we can still keep those good cars. But of course, every company unfortunately has to make a shitty electric car because it's just the EU mandate.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
No, I completely agree.
yeah, but
I mean, honestly, everyone is looking at the Ferrari loose and just saying it looks weird and like a futuristic pod, but like at least it doesn't look like what Mercedes is using right now, which is literally making the car look like a melted bar of soap.
Yeah,
yeah, like,
I yeah.
oh, all right, all right. Honestly, like, I am just like kind of like ashamed of what these car companies are doing. I mean, I know the EU and all those laws are doing it, but that doesn't mean that you can design an actual beautiful car. Like, if electric vehicles had a bit more like design to them, I think they actually wouldn't get a lot of hate. I mean, they would still get hate, but not as much as, like it does now. Like, as somebody who really loves, art and everything, like music, art in general, I just wish they had a bit more creativity going on because you look at like 2000s cars, 90s cars, 80s, 70s, like, classic cars, they actually had a bit of design and a bit of soul. They actually had something. And now it's like it is some of it is there, but not in like some, class like lower class cars, like mid-tier cars. There's just not a lot of soul in the
Yeah,
car world.
exactly. I agree on this, and this is especially true here in Australia because we've been getting a big popularity recently in Chinese EVs, a lot of Chinese EVs, also just generally bad designs from like Kia, Hyundai. I gotta say, mate, the amount of Santa Fe's I see, if you guys know what a new Santa Fe looks like, it's a freaking box on wheels, and it is genuinely the most atrocious thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, it looks
And
like a
you
smart car.
pay, yeah, you pay 80 grand for a brick on wheels. And mate, back in the day, let's say when we had our own motoring industry, let's say a reasonably good looking Ford Falcon was from the 2000s. Let's say if you bought a BF or BA Falcon, you could have bought that thing for $30,000 off the lot. You had a nicely designed car, a nicely designed interior. You had a radio, you had basic AC, you had basically everything you need. It's a base model, it has everything you need. It's a good looking car, and it had a really reliable engine. That is what's a good car for $30,000. Today, people pay $80,000 and they pay it for a soap bar and wheels.
Yep.
Like people's standards in cars have genuinely like dropped.
Yeah.
Like I remember particularly when let's say a lot of people I used to know who used to buy cars, they used to look at, oh, how does the car look? Um what sort of features have, what does have this? But everybody these days are like modern design, apparently it looks good. And they say, yeah, having screens and infotainment, that is good interior.
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly,
And really, yeah.
like
uh,
honestly, modern like interior is just nothing. It's just plain. Like if you ever
It
seen a classic interior, it's like made out of an actual like nice material. All right, yeah, there is like the cheap plastic in the 90s and everything, but that shit still had more of a soul than what modern cars now have. Like modern cars, you have like a fucking tablet in the middle, probably some buttons for AC if you're lucky. Two, the steering wheel doesn't have any buttons or nothing. Horn, I don't know. I don't know if any modern car has a horn.
I don't even know, to be honest.
they have a horn, but that's the only thing
Uh,
that's left, just the horn.
But literally, like they just don't have souls. They literally come with terms of service agreements. Like you used to connect the car, like connect to the car with a fucking steering wheel, right? Like actually drive it. Now you connect it via fucking Bluetooth pairing request, okay? Like I'm not joking, this shit is getting horrible, okay? And I mean, my stance on modern interiors is just send the iPad to Narnia, okay? And here's a really hot take. The the Golf, like the Mark 7, not the Mark 8, but the Mark 7 was like it's really good for the price that you are paying for it. Like it's extremely good. It has all the good qualities and it's around that I mean now because of inflation it's like 40 maybe less actually depending. But yeah.
Yeah,
And here's the main thing I don't like about most of this. Sorry about that. I actually want to make my point. Is that everybody says, yeah, we need to buy a new car. But the thing is, let's say in like, I don't know, 2000s, early 2010s, even before that, they had very reliable cars. So they were very reliable. They lasted really nicely. Even though, like, yeah, you got wear and tear here and there, it was nothing much that you just maintain it well, just clean it well. If there's any little imperfections, you just service it, and you pretty much get to drive a car, and you still pay the same fuel, rego, insurance. But people like to switch to new cars so frequently that the more they're switching to it, like I think like owning a car from the early 2010s or 2000s currently is the best reliable cars to own if you want modern, like decent modern in your car. And then now people are moving to more cars that are more tech reliant, especially hybrids. I will say hybrids. Hybrids are like they don't last long because then the hybrid battery dies, and yeah, and especially for plug-in hybrids that rely on engine as a generator, they're just gonna die quicker.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more soul crushing than fake engine noises just pumped through speakers, though.
It's
Oh
like
mate, the
it doesn't.
i8.
Yeah, it just doesn't like hit the same. Like genuinely, one thing I just want to say about the interiors is the dash. The like,
Oh,
listen, now I genuinely do not dislike the digital dash, but it has to be clean. It has to like actually look like it's an actual dash, not like some couple fucking numbers of maybe a 3D model of the car for the self driving and that's it. Make it look like an actual speedometer, actual like have an actual odometer, have like actual stuff that you need, not some like words on the far right or left side that you can barely read. Like the genuinely this may sound like I'm nostalgia baiting or anything, but genuinely, that's my opinion. And honestly, like, I mean, I'm gonna say not all modern cars are bad. There are some good ones. but
but they're rare.
most of it is shit. Most of it, sadly. Like, genuinely, I don't know what else to say because genuinely, it's so soulless. It has not that much stuff to talk about. Also, Dev, you were talking about like people always switching to cars. That's just consumerism. That's just
Yeah,
consumerism and people trying to, like keep up. Even though like with a car, you can stick with it for 10 to 20 years if you keep it maintained and everything. Like my family has a 2007 Toyota Auris. It's it's gonna be 20 years since that car was built, and it's still running.
I mean, it could probably run for like 20 years more, to be honest.
yeah.
I mean,
It
yeah,
it
yeah,
wouldn't
that
I
is
mean,
true.
charge.
definitely.
Cars are extremely
Yeah,
reliable.
and the reason why it's like you don't have to shoot a new car much often. I mean, like consumerism, I don't get it because like it made sense back then of consumerism, but now there's no point because the cars are getting less reliable, the lifespans of the cars are getting worse, the quality is getting worse. So I don't get it why consumerism still is there when you really look at it. Modern cars are just not as great anymore. But definitely, I would say, Traden, that image of that Golf interior stand is gorgeous. That is
No.
like an actual decent example of like a good interior. Or
Yeah.
heck, I would even say partially some of the interior elements designed in the Luce was actually very good.
Yeah. I mean, I so my first car was literally a Mark 7 Golf, same as the exact one that you see in this picture. But the only difference was I had the not the
Digital
I
dash.
no, I did not have a digital dash. I had well, what's the difference? I had some like different seats. I had more leather like seats
Uh, oh, you also had like
because
the plaid pattern.
no, I had like pure leather.
Uh,
So I mean, I love that car to death. It's extremely well designed. I mean, you can kind of see it in the picture. It's pretty hard to see, but you could see there are small paddle shifters. There's the gearbox is very nice, very easy to use. It's all together. It's a well thought out interior.
yeah, it's very like perfect. I just like it's a perfect blend of modern and like just common, like old school stuff, like just stuff we need. It's not old school, it's
Yeah,
literally just common sense. It's
yeah,
literally common sense.
I mean, they were put
Like,
for a reason. Like, they're just removing stuff that was added because it was needed. They're removing the needed parts and just replacing them with nothing. I mean, that is just corporation slop and, like trying to appeal to everyone, which, well, technically possible, but it will fail because the cars, like, yeah, they are more the transportation, but you have to build it for a certain audience sometimes. And just if somebody doesn't like it, all right, they do not like it. That's it. That's fucking. It's not
um,
worth it. Building something that just tries to appeal to everybody when everybody's doing the exact same. Like, that's just not a good marketing. Like, you're gonna
yeah,
yeah,
blend in. If you want to stand out, be different. Do something that you actually want to do. Do not follow something that everyone's gonna follow because then you're just gonna be a part of the fucking blend.
yeah. I
Like,
mean, no, go ahead. I didn't mean to
like
cut you off.
that's just generally me. I just like to stand out. I like to use my songs I like. I like to use, stuff I like with my
Yeah,
content. Why?
yeah,
Because I don't. I mean, yeah, I do not get a lot of views, but still, I get to use the stuff I like.
yeah. No, that's completely fair. Um, I'm just gonna touch on something. My current car IRL, okay? Holy, it's actually like it's surprisingly good at something you would not expect it to be good at, okay? I have 2025 911 Turbo S, right? It's what I drive. Um, I don't really have any other cars, but that's like, you know.
Wait,
But
wait,
the thing
you're
is,
on a new Turbo S?
yes.
Uh,
And I just wanted to touch on one thing, and it's the car itself is, yeah, it's nice, but there is one thing that I can touch on, okay? It's surprisingly good at winter, like extremely good. I mean, like as you know, I live in Norway, right? Um, this car should not function as well as it does in the deep snow, but it does, okay? And the all-wheel drive on it is just incredible, okay? Like if I was to get a GT3, it would be terrible. It wouldn't even move an inch.
yeah,
Uh,
but the question is though, like, why did he get like the 992.2 and not the point .1?
so the only reason why was because I got a good deal of the point two from the dealership, which is in Bergen, right? Which is down south for me. But I got a really good deal from them, and I was basically like, okay, well, like okay, let me put it into perspective for you, okay? The deal I got was literally, and I'm not even joking with you, it was 1.8 mil in Norwegian, which is literally the equivalent of about 170K in USD. And it's
Oh,
completely top spec, by the way. It's not even like it's missing
oh,
anything.
yeah. Also, yeah. About the design, you know, a 99. Of course, you know how, like a 992.1 Turbo S looks like, but
Yeah,
but what do you think about the design of the car? Honestly, like,
I really like it. I've always been a diehard for Porsche, just in general. I've been a diehard
yeah,
for Porsche and Ferrari, like pretty much my entire life. Now, if there's one thing I will say, it's there is one thing that I don't like about the 992 specifically, like the 992.2, right? Um,
yeah,
the front end of it looks a bit weird. I'll try to send like an example for you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
here. It
I'm actually
yeah.
looking at the car.
So I'll admit the front end of it does look a bit weird, okay?
Yeah.
But it pays up for it because it gets a different rear diffuser, which is insanely good looking when you compare it.
I actually have a hot take on this. I actually
Okay.
think the 992.1 Turbo S. I always thought that was the better looking car.
No, I don't disagree with you, man. I don't.
Like overall as a package, like I understand you had 992.2. I imagine it must be great to own, but when I see like the rear end, I think the 992.2. I like the rear taillights. They look. I think I prefer the 992.1 because I see how Porsche is going in a very like sharp way. They're like trying to like follow the trend, like what kind of Luke is like pointing to. Like I can really see that kind of like following to the trend kind of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I imagine that car must be a great car. I know it actually is. I've seen the Nürburgring lap. It is incredibly quick. As well, how much horsepower is it? I think it has over like 1,000, doesn't it?
No, it does not. It's
No, no, it does not.
I
It's
believe if I'm not
523
mistaken,
kilowatts.
it's no, this is not that one. It's the 2025 is the one I have.
Oh, so you actually have the 992.1.
Let me get the specific for you here. It's 640 horsepower on the dot, pretty much.
640 horsepower. Dude,
Yes.
sorry, I just haven't been like keeping up much with the like the trends, much with the what's up with the cars. So like,
Yeah,
yeah, I thought for a second, oh, because like it's like a turbocharged hybrid, it must be like another 1,000 horsepower car.
yeah. Can I just ask you a question here, okay?
Yeah.
Have you seen the interior to this car? Like when it's in the two-tone? Because I got it in a two-tone and holy it looks good. Like let me I'll send it in here so you guys can see. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the interior on that.
Ooh,
Honestly,
it is very nice.
honestly, it looks solid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean I love the two-tone.
I mean, honestly,
The
the
one
the, the
issue,
two-tone fits. It does fit. Honestly, this is a very good. It actually looks good. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
um, I really like either like old 2000s like interiors, like plastic, or it has like a bit of an aesthetic. Like
yeah, I agree.
these modern ones are just too clean. It's like it shouldn't be that, you know, just it has a bit too much or too less basically.
Yeah.
Actually, too less. It's like they try so hard to make it clean, it doesn't help. You know?
dude,
Yeah.
this is like a perfect Australian made interior right here.
Oh hell
Like
yeah.
that's
Oh
just
hell yeah. Guys, I just want to say, like, literally, uh, I'm checking. So, basically, for some context, I had a race today, as I mentioned before, and as I was overtaking the leader, I kind of confused my DRS button with the neutral button, and
oh, see, you lost
Oh
half a
no.
second.
yeah,
Oh
and
no.
thankfully, engine didn't go kaboom. It did go a
Ah,
bit metal confetti, but
metal confetti.
I was a bit lucky. And then I see on the fucking H1GP Instagram the league, and these motherfuckers put the fucking reel of my skill issue on their fucking story.
Yeah.
And by the way, that the on the reel, Dev was doing the commentary, which was honestly very nice.
Oh, no. Oh yeah, I actually thought it sounded like pretty decent. What the hell?
Yeah, it actually does. It actually does. Um, And I even made my own reel, which is a bit shorter, and I just added the metal confetti with the fucking ominous bells because that's the like one thing I wanted to do. I also wanted to do this Binala, but my fucking editing software is a bit of a piece of shit. I need to find a new one, honestly.
I mean, can I say what my favorite car when it comes to like just looking beautiful in pretty
Yeah.
much every single
Uh,
aspect is?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
So,
oh, dude.
not a lot of
Sorry.
people even know this thing. It's an Audi. It's the A8 and specifically the A8L. I personally think that thing looks just gorgeous. Like, I'll give you an example here. I'll send it in the VC chat. But let's show you guys this, okay? Because
Dude,
this is
the 2011 version with the freaking W12.
yeah, that's the one I'm referring to.
That thing is freaking beautiful. Holy
I
hell.
know. So I'm gonna show this to you guys here. Let's get this over. Give me one moment because I just
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
get
alright,
the.
alright, no worries. But I'm just gonna say before you send it, I'm hearing the birds right now. It's 4:38 a.m. Fuck sleep, honestly. Like literally for the past couple of days I've been doing fucking nothing, so like I generally do have a lot of energy. And on Monday I have to go sign up for the dorms for next year and school, so yay,
Okay.
waking up at like fucking 7 a.m. to
I
get
mean,
on
come
a
on.
bus.
Just
Uh,
genuinely, like, I mean that. Come on.
Oh, that is a freaking. Oh my. That was like peak, like
ooh,
luxury, but like coolness.
oh,
So also,
this is what a modern car needs to be. This is
yeah,
Exactly.
this is what a car needs to be. Like I like if people watch this and people say I'm just nostalgia baiting, like genuinely, in Serbia, most cars are like early 2000s, 2010s, let's say.
yeah,
I and generally those cars are very good and I like them. And yeah, and 2010 cars are also good. There is a good amount of them. I'm
Yeah, so there's
2020s.
this Zonda
They do have a
that I got to
they
drive.
do have a solid amount, I would say. They do have a couple of, but I think most of them are like either like race spec or just like, you know, not I mean, genuinely, I think one of my favorite cars from like these years, honestly, because I mean, you could probably guess from my logo, but it's the GRGT.
Yeah,
GRGT is yeah, solid car.
Yeah,
Solid.
I genuinely like it.
Oh,
I need to test it out on the Assetto Corsa to see how it actually drives. But when I saw the news, I was actually hyped for it because
yeah,
as somebody as I mean, I like Ferrari, I like Porsche, I like Toyota, I just like cars. I generally do not care
yeah.
which is. If I see a cool car, I like it. Genuinely, that's just me.
Yeah.
I will say one thing though. I wish they put a bit more analog into the gauge cluster, like incorporated a bit of like analog and digital. Like I can kind of like see that kind of like they
Yeah.
could have added a bit of like, let's say a bit of analog gauges, like you know, I get the LFA dashboard was
I
designed.
mean,
That is
look
a
at
perfect dashboard.
look at the dashboard on the Zonda that I got to drive. I sent some pictures for you guys. So
Oh,
look at that. Like that is
Damn.
just beautiful.
So
it
you got
is.
to drive this?
Yes.
Damn. You are a fucking legend, man. Like this is honestly beautiful. Damn.
I mean, like I'll put it this way. I've grown up in a very like this is like a very heavy vacation area for a lot of people because I don't know if you know the specific part I'm in. I'm around like I'm literally on the Lofoten Islands, which are very like well known for being an extreme vacation place for just insanely fucking rich people. So we get so much shit. It's like a couple weeks ago now there was a convoy passing. It was I'm gonna guess probably 20 Porsches and multiple like
Damn.
hypercars. There was a fucking Bugatti. I mean there was just everything.
What the? All right.
So like this is the kind of thing because it's a very closed down area, but it's incredible when something actually does happen because it's like, I mean, I don't know if any of y'all have actually like talked to the two millionaires and shit, but they're usually they have no problem just letting you hitch a ride. Like they have no problem, and
Dude,
it's so fun.
I've met an owner before of a I think it was, yeah, when I first saw the GT3 RS, the new one. Of course, there's a lot of hype for it. I personally think it is still an overrated car. I
Yeah,
said to the owner, yeah, I actually do like this car. I've actually driven it before in Gran Turismo. And he was like, yeah, well, how's the car? And I was like, fantastic, mate. Like, it's a great car. And he was like about to take to a track day to the Albert Park, F1 street circuit. And yeah, I actually got like me and owner of a G3 RS, and I told him I'd drive it on Gran Turismo.
that's just peak, man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's just peak. I
yeah,
mean,
but yeah, but like yeah,
I'll let you know, one of the most fun things that I've ever done, like that has to deal with cars, is I basically there's this company that basically lets you go on like test drives of cars, right? Where you take, for example, a car out for like a week, right? And then you just go skipping from country to country with, a bunch of different places that you have to go through, right? So you get like hotels that are paid for, all that shit, right?
yeah,
So like the one I got was from literally from Monteblanc to Monte Carlo, right? So it was 7 days and it was just holy like it's actually surprisingly well priced. Like I'm not even gonna say it's like It's well, like I paid a total of 27,000, I think, in it would be in USD, right?
Yeah.
And that was for both me and my girlfriend for 7 nights at only five-star hotels with the restaurants and everything fucking included, and it's actually quite beautiful. Plug to
Well,
opening
I
drives
imagine
for
having
just
a
being
lot of
peaked.
money and all spoilage to go there. Must be a really, really nice experience. I've actually never really got to experience anything luxurious like that before. I've been to a luxury building called the Crown in Australia, but
Oh.
pretty much yeah. But actually, since the podcast has already been 54 minutes, unfortunately, guys, we actually have to go cover the next topic. So
Hmm.
the
All
next
right.
one we actually got is the new reveal for the 911 GT4R. Yes,
Mm.
you heard that
I
right.
love it. I love it.
I mean, honestly,
Porsche is racing in GT4 with a 911. I'll just send some images over here in VC chat.
I mean, I
Uh,
already know how this thing looks. It's incredible. I'm so happy with it. I mean, they practically just took the GT4 Club Sport, right? Stripped out pretty much everything, gave it a rear engine 911 chassis. Like pretty
Actually,
much just
it's kind of the
completely.
opposite. It's actually technically a cup car with a detuned engine. Probably less aero, as you can see by the front splitter. But also, they took the rear wing off a GT4 Club Sport, and actually, you can tell it's a cup car because most of the interior parts are technically from a cup car, and the exterior is a cup car.
I mean, honestly, I actually like the idea for Porsche's the GT40. It actually looks very solid. I'm optimistic that it will perform very well and it will actually be, you know, interesting at least.
Yeah, no, I
But
love that
yeah,
thing. Like I've seen so much about it. I love it so much already.
but the interesting is though they're moving from a mid-engine car to a rear-engine car.
Yeah,
And
no, I know.
everybody knows that rear engine cars love oversteer. So,
That's just my territory. Like, I actually
I
like
mean,
more oversteery cars because then like I can tone it back a bit and actually find the full limit. With understeer, you really just have to like somehow
yes.
chuck it into the corner way before.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. Like, I think oversteer, like, a bit more biased towards the oversteer is just more better. Like, you're way more faster. Like, there's, like, people who are, like, trying to be, like, cool people saying, oh, yeah, I love understeer because of the Fernando Alonso thing. And I'm like, yeah, but, like, understeer practically is very hard to control. And not only that, you get slower lap times with understeer. I mean, unless if you're Fernando Alonso, for God's sake.
I mean, let's just mind how like Max Verstappen, he drives like he has his controller on max sensitivity. Like, have you seen how like he barely like whips the wheel and the entire thing is just turning? It's incredible.
Yeah. Also, I love how when the trailer was, they were actually racing at one track that's only in Gran Turismo 6, Ascari Race Resort. They're racing on Ascari with this thing. Yeah, I will say though, definitely, it is like very interesting to see that it's gonna be in GT4. Because like you have the Cayman, that's obviously a very light, balanced car, but you're moving to a bit more of a bigger car that with the engine in the rear. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it performs. And if it's gonna be faster than the outdated Cayman.
I mean, for me, I'm just gonna say, I mean, we're just talking about cars and losing their
Yeah,
souls. I think this one has like pretty much like
yeah,
it has some proper racing soul left in it, to be honest. I mean,
yeah.
it feels like they threw everything into a dumpster to build it.
Yeah,
I don't know if
honestly,
you get what I mean
I
by
like
that,
that
but
motorsports actually like I like motorsports stays pure to what a car is. I'll say that. Wait, Luke. Do you have any more thoughts on this particular car?
Yeah, sorry, somebody just nicely decided to fucking DM me. It's 4:49
DM you.
a.m.
Wait, 4 a.m. and they're DMing you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
For
like a
what?
fucking
For what?
24/7 out of call business. Like, oh, good am I? You want some fucking, I don't know, fucking weed? Sorry. My
Sorry.
friend, my friend is texting how her grandma is rising from the dead. Yeah. Um, sorry, I haven't been paying attention because somebody fucking DM'd me at fucking 4 a.m. Like, oh, fucking hell. It's perfect. Um, but y'all were talking about understeer. I heard Alonso in there. Honestly, for
No,
me,
it was about the GT4R.
yeah, I know. We went from GT4R to the oversteer. Like for me, I like an oversteer car because it actually responds. It isn't like delay. There isn't as much delay, you know. With like understeer cars, you really have to plan out where you turn. You need to be a bit more precise with it. Like with oversteer, you can kind of chuck it in a bit late and probably get a bit, still get the same turn in, but probably you will lose a bit of time. With understeer, like if you miss by like, let's say, couple of meters, then you fucking almost go off track limits. That's what I had literally from the AMG that I drove in Assetto Corsa. It's like it likes to oversteer. No, it likes to understeer. Sorry, and then it oversteers. God knows how.
Honestly, I actually like the driving of the AMG. So I'm like, I really like the way the AMG drives. But I gotta say, the 296 is phenomenally good. Honestly, like I think like either the AMG or the Porsche or the 296, those three like really suit my driving style. But if we're looking at GT4, I think the I've actually driven the Hyundai Elantra TCR, but turns out in Gran Turismo they put it in the GT4 class. It's front wheel drive.
Because of that.
Ooh, ow,
Really?
ow.
Damn.
It's a front wheel drive TCR car, and I'm driving it against GT4 cars. So of course I modded it to be as fast as a GT4 car, but like I absolutely despise front wheel drive. Like it's so much understeer. Like holy hell. Like I actually don't like front wheel drive.
Please, notifications. Why are the wait, hold up. Like I just sometimes hate Discord because it pings just on random and it really
Hey
annoys me.
guys, this should have been the GT4R.
Hold up, let
I
me.
found this random custom thing. No.
No.
Ooh, honestly, I actually like with GT4s they have a bit less of a wing because they do not need as much downforce because I think they're heavier. So, like
Yeah,
you wouldn't really need as much. I kind of like the actual design, but
yeah.
still this design is very good, very nice. I like
Yeah,
the
I like how they make the Cayman look like a 911
yeah. Wait, what the
because like
fuck?
you don't have to have the weight of a 911. So
What the fuck is happening in my
Porsche
league? Jesus
Porsche in
Christ.
technically could have actually took the Cayman, just um just like fitted on some 911 panels, do a bit of dodgy bodywork, and then put the GT4 Cosworth wing. But I feel like people would have hated that more.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
like, yeah.
yeah. I
Sorry.
mean, genuinely. like overall, I'm gonna say for the GT4 911, it's good. It's nice. I like it. Very good car.
Okay. And this, all right, and the next one we got now is because we don't want to make the podcast too long. 24 hours. So that will be a wrap up for today's podcast. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I decided that we might as well do a podcast because a lot of people that I know do podcasts, and also a lot generally podcasts have just become really popular recently. And also like I had a couple of mates, so I was like, we might as well make a podcast together. So that's what we have done today. We might be potentially doing more episodes of this podcast, depending on how well it goes and how much time we have. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast and enjoyed the first episode of this show. And we will see you in the next one. Peace.